Welcome, everyone. This is part three of the AB 106 budget bill right here in California. So we're going to go ahead and continue off where we left off at. Should complete that. All right. Actually, but before we go, let's do some housekeeping. Sunday at 2 p.m., June 9th, we'll be having part 22 of our Road to Reparations. I know normally we have it at 10 a.m. on Sundays, but we're going to have a special time in showing because SB 1331, the Reparations Fund, the CAFA Reparations Fund, SB 1403, CAFA Agency, SB 1050, eminent domain, will be heard in the Assembly, specifically the Judiciary Committee. So be on the lookout for that this upcoming week. And we're going to be basically going over what's going to be happening starting next week for those lineage-based reparations bills. All right. So let's go ahead and continue to, I believe we left off on page 14, libraries and cultural institutions. All right, libraries and cultural institutions to be allocated by the Department of General Services as follows. 1,100 to the Department of General Services for the Vietnam Veterans Memorial repairs. 2 million to Department of General Services for the International Genocide Memorial. To be allocated by the California State Library as follows. 1,500,000 to the City of San Gabriel for the Asian Youth Center. 14,250,000 to the University of Southern California Institute for American Studies for the TUMO Center. 10 million to the City of Sierra Madre to provide funding for the Sierra Madre Library. 3 million to the City of Elk Grove for the Elk Grove Library for enhanced technology, community meeting space, and needed tenant improvements. 1,300,000 to the City of San Mateo for the Marina Library reconstruction. 500,000 to the City of Irwindale for the public library improvements, site grading, a new 2-story building, library equipment community room, mining library, ADA accessible rooms, seating areas, a parking area, and surrounding hard/landscape. 400,000 to the Placentia Library District, City of Placentia for the Book Mobile READ Reading Engine Adventures Program. 5 million to the City of Pasadena for the Pasadena Central Library seismic retrofit. 3 million to the County of Merced for the construction of the Dos Palos Library and the rehabilitation of the Del Hall Community Center. 5 million to the City of Santa Rosa for building a permanent library for Roseland, an extremely disadvantaged community within Santa Rosa. 1,500,000 to the City of San Diego for the San Carlos Library Phase 1 funding. 20 million to the City of San Diego for the Oak Park Library construction. 5 million to the City of Chula Vista for the land and entitlement costs for new library. 4,500,000 to the City of San Diego for the Ocean Beach Library expansion. 25 million to the City of Chula Vista for the Cinematic Arts Library. 6,095,000 to the City of Glendale for Glendale Central Library capital outlay and maintenance. 2 million to the City of San Diego for the Hillel San Diego for the construction of the Beverly and Joseph Glickman Hillel Center. To be allocated by the Office of Business and Economic Development, 2 million for the Warner Center Transportation Technology Infrastructure and Innovation Zone. To be allocated by the California Arts Council as follows. $1 million to the city of San Diego for the building 178 Performing Arts Center. $7 million to the city of Fresno for the Fresno Arts and facilities to support and expand the cultural arts and their associated facilities in the city of Fresno, supporting the city in preservation, operation, and maintenance costs for facilities such as Art Americas. $7 million to the Inner City Youth Orchestra for capital costs for the rehearsal and administrative headquarters. $400,000 to the Mid Valley YMCA for a new Youth Institute of Media Arts. $800,000 to Tia Chucha's Central Cultural for Arts-Based Community Wellness Programming. $5 million to the city of San Diego for the restoration of the Villa Montezuma. $8 million to the city of Guadalupe and Housing Authority of Santa Barbara County for the renovation of the Historical Royal Theater and construction of Community Services Center. $2,100,000 to the Studio T Arts of Entertainment for equipment purchases. $10,500,000 for the Pomona Performing Arts Centers. $10 million to the city of Santa Monica for the city yards modernization. $4 to be allocated by the Natural Resources Agency as follows: $1 million to the city of Monterey Park for the Vincent Price Art Museum, East Los Angeles College. $2,500,000 to the National Animation Museum, nonprofit for museum development. $3 million to the city of Azusa for the relocation and preservation of the old schoolhouse. $5,500,000 for the LGBTQ Museum. $500,000 for the Tenderloin Museum. $2,100,000 to the California Academy of Science to support the Thriving California Environmental Learning Program, or Learning Plan. $3,300,000 to the city of San Diego for the San Diego Natural History Museum for elevators replacement, roof replacement, collection storage restoration, coil system, and building security improvements. $800,000 for the Children's Creativity Museum. $3 million to the city of Los Angeles for building El Museo de Arte Chicano in Los Angeles, Museum of Chicano Art in Los Angeles in the heart of Boyle Heights. $3,200,000 to the city of Pomona for the Historical Society of Pomona Valley to repair the historic Pomona Ebel Museum. $200,000 to the Ramona Town Hall Association for the historical site redevelopment. $5 million to the California Science Center Foundation for the Air and Space Center. $250,000 to the Oakland Museum for the digitization project, to be allocated by the Department of Parks and Recreation as follows: $3 million to the County of Stanislaus for the Bonita Pool Project and Leroy F. Fitzsimmons Memorial Park. $1 million to the City of San Diego for the Marston House restoration and repair work. $500,000 to the City of San Diego for the Mountain View Sports Courts tennis court renovation. Transportation, to be allocated by the Department of Transportation as follows: $6,500,000 to the City of Yolo for the Capa Valley Community and Health Center. $5 million to the City of Cupertino for the reconstruction of the McClellan Road Bridge. $1 million to the San Bernardino County Transportation Authority to conduct a State Route 247/62 emergency bypass lane study. $2,100,000 to the City of Burbank for the transportation, electric vehicle, and pedestrian infrastructure improvements. $4 million to the City of Los Angeles for the Griffith Park Active Transportation Safety Facility infrastructure improvements. $2 million for the Toluca Lake Beautification Partners to expand their public-private partnerships with Caltrans District 7 for the purposes of revitalizing and enhancing additional freeway sites and underpasses. $2 million to the city of Oxnard for the Rice Ace over crossing utility relocation. $1,900,000 to the city of Los Angeles Department of Transportation for the Chandler protected bike lane gap closure. $20 million to the city of Stockton for the Miracle Mile pedestrian crossing improvements, including pedestrian crossing upgrades, improvements, public safety improvements, and revitalization improvements. The Department of Transportation shall convene a Miracle Mile ad hoc work group for members of the community at large, including the office of the local assembly member, for the purpose of making recommendations to the city of Stockton on how to fulfill the requirements of the subparagraph. 1. The city of Stockton shall have until January 1st, 2028 to spend down the funds to fulfill the requirements of this subparagraph. So $20 million to the city of Stockton. $5 million to the Tri-Valley San Joaquin Regional Rail Authority for the Valley Link Rail Project. Cities of Danville, Dublin, Livermore, Pleasanton, and San Ramon. $6 million to the County of Kings Department of Public Works for the Kettleman City Pedestrian Bridge. $1,400,000 to the Port of San Diego for the projects to address abandoned and derelict vessels at Zuniga Shoal. $14,300,000 to the County of Alameda for the installation of roundabouts, Crow Canyon Road. All right, just quick interjection. Not a big fan of roundabouts. $14 million for roundabouts, but hey, I mean, I guess if that somehow improves traffic congestion or incidents of accidents, then so be it. $10 million to the city of San Jose for the East San Jose Corridor Safety Improvement Project. $1,500,000 to the San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency for the SLOAT between Skyline and Green Highway. $1,200,000 to the San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency for the SLOAT Skyline traffic signal. $5 million to the Port of Hueneme for the installation of electrical infrastructure to support electric canes on the wharf ports terminals for uploading cargo. $7,500,000 to the city of San Fernando for the Pacoima Wash pedestrian bridge. $4,500,000 to the city of Simi Valley for the Simi Valley Metrolink safety improvement and quiet corridor to build a second train track in the city in an effort to improve safety, increase service, and make the existing service more reliable. $3,200,000 to the city of Daly City for the safe routes to schools. $2 million to the city of Paramount for the West Santa Ana Branch Bikeway project. $1,300,000 to the city of Anaheim Transportation Network towards the construction of the Anaheim Transportation Network facilities. $1 million to the city of Milpitas for the Milpitas Bike Lanes facilities enhancements. $3 million to the Peninsula Corridor Joint Powers Board, Caltran, for the Caltran Wireless Optimized Crossing System. $2 million to the city of City of Palo Alto for the replacement of the Newell Road Bridge for San Francisco Creek. $2 million to the city of Gardena for the revitalization of Gardena Boulevard. $3 million to the city of Paso Robles for the Creston Road active transportation and bike and school access improvements. $2,500,000 to the Monterey Salinas Transit District for busway construction. $4,500,000 to the City of Ontario for safety improvements for parks, road safety, and youth services. $20 million to the Transportation Authority of Marin for the transportation project to combat sea level rise to fund interim solutions for Highway 36 in Marin County. $10 million to the Transportation Authority of Marin for the flooding issues in Marin City along Highway 101. $4,800,000 to the city of Santa Monica for the Lincoln Neighborhood Corridor streetscape to construct medians and bouts to promote efficient vehicular travel and enhance pedestrian safety. $6 million to the city of Fremont for the Fremont I-680 Sabercat Bridge. $3,500,000 to the city of Belmont for the Belmont Alameda de las Pulgas Corridor Project. $5 million to the Bay Area Rapid Transit for the downtown Berkeley elevator repair and rehabilitation. $2,200,000 to the city of Del Mar for the Federal Highway Bridge Program matching funds. $2 million to the city of Clovis for the pedestrian bridge. $8 million to the county of Placer to remove the steel and concrete wreckage of the former state route SR 49 bridge that lies in the American River. $5 million to the county of Kern for the road repairs in the unincorporated town of Woody. $9,300,000 to the town of Paradise for the road rehabilitation and maintenance, town of Paradise. $2 million to the University of Redlands for a plaza and walkway project for the University of Redlands rail station at the terminus of the Arrow Line in San Bernardino County. $1 million to the Solano Transportation Authority for electric vehicle infrastructure in the cities of Vacaville, Fairfield, Suisun City, and Rio Vista. $12 million to the city of Compton for the Artesia Boulevard Bridge. $10 million to the city of Los Angeles for the Los Angeles Clean Tech Incubator Transportation Electrification Program. $5 million to the city of Glendale for active transportation infrastructure. $5 million to the city of Los Angeles for the LA Riverway active transportation infrastructure in San Fernando Valley. $9 million to the city of Inglewood for the Inglewood Connector. $3 million to the city of Burbank for active transportation infrastructure. $2 million to the city of Newark for quiet zone safety improvements. $1,200,000 to the city of Saratoga to improve pedestrian rail crossings. $1 million to the Bay Area Rapid Transit District for El Cerrito BART Plaza Station area and access enhancements. $760,000 to the City/County Association of Governments of San Mateo County for the San Bruno Millbrae bike lane. $7 million to the city of Los Angeles for Broadway South traffic safety projects. Alrighty, so looks like we're getting to some housing, homeless prevention, and food access budget here, which has been a huge issue here in California, and I'm pretty sure across all other states as well. So, which would make it, in general, in California, I should say in general in the United States. But let's continue. Housing, homeless prevention, and food access to be allocated by the Department of Housing and Community Development as follows. $8 million to the County of Santa Cruz Human Services Department Housing for Health Division for the Harvest Harvey West Studios Supportive Housing Project. $1,400,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of the Los Angeles Harbor for the Department of Housing and Community Development Child Care Services loan. $1,200,000 to the City of Fairfield for the Shelter Solano Dining Hall and Kitchen construction. $50 million to the Riverside County Housing Authority for the Housing Catalyst in Coachella Valley. $8 million to the City of East Palo Alto for the 965 Weeks Street Affordable Housing Development to create 136 homes for low-income families. $2,100,000 to the City of Los Angeles for the San Fernando Valley Community Mental Health Center Homeless Street Pilot Program. $500,000 to the Tenderloin Neighborhood Development Center for the Community Space in Sunset District Affordable Housing Project. $60 million to the City of Manteca for a homelessness navigation center. $1 million to the City of Stockton and the Stockton Homeless Shelter for a navigation center project. $5 million to the Goodness Village for capital costs for tiny homes, a community center, and a laundry facility. $1 million to the Hope of the Valley Rescue Mission for homeless services. $13 million to the County of Ventura for the conversion and modernization of a county administrative building into a shelter/residential use, a homeless transition center, and permanent supportive housing complex, an expansion of the modernization of the Nyland Acres Community Center. $3 million to the Richardson Bay Regional Authority for supporting immediate homeless housing needs. $2 million to the County of Marin for supporting immediate homeless housing needs in Marin County. $3 million to the Sierra Health Foundation for the pilot program to feed families and help residents impacted by the pandemic. $23 million to the City of Glendale for the Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena Regional Housing Trust to be used to help finance affordable housing projects. $10 million to the San Gabriel Valley Regional Housing Trust for affordable housing and homelessness projects. $10 million to the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health for the support of the Los Angeles County Homeless Outreach and Mobile Engagement Program, mobile crisis outreach teams, and Heaven Hills expansion. Of this amount, $2,500,000 shall be allocated for the expansion of Haven Hills, and $7,500,000 in consultation with the City of Los Angeles shall be allocated for outreach services and behavioral health infrastructure. In the San Fernando Valley. $4,900,000 to the Orange County United Way for the affordable and supportive housing service for voucher holders experiencing homelessness in Orange County. $5,700,000 to the City of Hayward for Mission Paradise for programming to support homeless and seriously mentally ill households. $5 million to the Mercy Housing for the Sunnydale HUB Hub project for a community center. $20 million to the Satellite Affordable Housing Associates for bridge financing for 2 affordable housing projects. $500,000 to the Bananas Parent Voices for the Homelessness Families Care Program. $500,000 to the City of Fremont for the Fremont Housing Navigation Center. $800,000 to the City of San Jose for the Responsible Landlord Engagement Initiative 2.0. $1,500,000 to the City of Milpitas for the Milpitas homelessness prevention and unhoused services. $6 million to the city of Fullerton for the Navigation Center project. $5 million to the county of San Bernardino for the youth diversion funds to expand at-risk youth diversion education services college exodus diversion project. $5 million to the city of Santa Rosa for the Caritas Center Housing Focus Service Center. $250,000 to the East Bay Community Law Center for the Housing Legal Assistance Program. $3 million to the Bridge to Home SCV to develop an interim housing and homeless services facility in the Santa Clarita Valley. I'm just guessing SCV refers to Santa Clarita Valley. $25 million to the County of Sacramento to address the concerns of unpermitted homeless population on the American River Parkway. $5,400,000 to the city of Hayward for the scattered site housing model to create cost-effective permanent housing for unhoused individuals. $5 million to the County of Los Angeles for the California Endowment in support of the Hope Village project. $3 million to Butterflies Haven for the Treehouse Leimert Park Affordable Housing Project. $1 million for the Pet Assistance and Support (PAS) program for qualified homeless shelters and domestic violence shelters to provide shelter, food, and basic veterinary services for pets owned by individuals experiencing homelessness for victims of domestic violence. 2. To be allocated by the State Department of Social Services as follows. $20 million to the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights for capital costs for the Los Angeles Welcome Center for Immigrants and Refugees in a Home for the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. $9 million to the County of San Joaquin for the renovation of a county-owned building to serve as an additional 16-bed inpatient psychiatric health facility. $7 million to the Partnership for Growth Los Angeles for garden infrastructure improvements and food distribution network. $1,500,000 to the City of Santa Monica for the Behavioral Health Center to support behavioral health needs of vulnerable residents with around-the-clock response, including access to safe, temporary housing and stabilizing care. $1,500,000 to the Sunset Youth Services for capital improvements to their Healing Arts Hub and build out of new community space of Shirley Chisholm Village / teacher housing project. $150,000 to the Silver Lake Echo Park Los Feliz Artwater Village and East Hollywood SELAH Neighborhood Homeless Coalition for services for individuals and families experiencing homelessness, to be allocated by the Business, Consumer Services, and Housing Agency as follows. $4 million to the Regional Task Force on Homelessness, to be allocated equally among SDRTFH, the Voices of Our City Choir, and the Monarch School for Housing, Case Management, Resource, and Capacity Building. $10 million for the Jefferson Boulevard Affordable Housing and Park Project. $2 million to the City of San Diego for startup costs for emergency shelter for victims of domestic violence. $1 million to the City of Sacramento to provide navigation, rental assistance, and other services for individuals and families experiencing homelessness in and around the California Capital State Park. $400,000 to the Family Services Agency of Burbank for services for families experiencing homelessness. All right. Let's see, 14. Okay. I guess let's keep continuing. Let's see if we can hit to page 21. And then we'll stop and then, or pause, I should say, stop or pause and continue to part, I think 4. Yeah, 4 next time. All right, let's do this. Health and Human Services to be allocated by the State Department of Healthcare Services as follows. $17,200,000 to the County of Los Angeles for the Clinica Monsignor Oscar A. Romero's Centro Alexec. $1,500,000 to the County of Ventura for the Westminster Free Clinic. $5 million to the County of Los Angeles for improving health outcomes for San Fernando Valley patients of the Northeast Valley Health Corporation. $2 million to the County of Los Angeles for the West Side Infant and Family Network. $1 million to the County of Yolo, Department of Health and Human Services for the Yolo Crisis Nursery. $1 million to the County of Orange for Be Well OC, to be allocated by the State Department of Public Health as follows. $7,800,000 to the County of Los Angeles Department of Public Health for the Via Cares Cesar Chavez Health Center. $200,000 to the County of Santa Clara for the Santa Clara County Health Equity Agenda. $500,000 to the County of San Diego District 2 for the purchase of San Cedro Health Rural Mobile Unit. $10 million to the County of Kern for Adventist Health AIS Cancer Center, Bakersfield for the Rural Cancer Center expansion. $15 million for a one-time grant program to strengthen testing for infectious agents in hospital emergency departments, including but not limited to HIV, hepatitis C, and syphilis. Funds shall be available for administration and evaluation and technical assistance for the program. Grants to hospitals to strengthen infectious agent testing shall be awarded to cover screening and navigation services to access treatment and prevention in high volume, mid-volume, and lower volume emergency departments in both urban and rural areas. $10 million to Cayenne Wellness Centers to support education, outreach, mental health, and care coordinated services for individuals with sickle cell disease. To be allocated by the State Department of Social Services as follows. $5 million to the City of Oxnard for the Casa Aliento and Del Playa Inn homeless shelters. $5 million for the purchase of the land and construction of a new food bank administered by Food Share Ventura. $200,000 to the County of Ventura Human Services Agency for the Kids and Families Together to hire a limited-term fundraising professional to focus on obtaining funding from corporate, founding, and faith-based organizations. $2,500,000 for the Rancho Cordova Food Locker to support to upgrade existing buildings and food storage areas, as well as create a safe, secure, and accessible satellite food distribution center for the unhoused community. $3 million for Project Angel Food facility/kitchen expansion. $1,800,000 to the City of Alameda for the Community Assessment Response and Engagement Team. $1,500,000 to Los Angeles Regional Food Bank for the West Valley Food Party Community Center Edition. $600,000 to the Karsh Family Social Service Center Capital Projects. Let's see here. All right. You know what? I think maybe we should probably stop there. Yeah, 100. Okay. I think if I forgot, I'm just going to finish this line up here. 1,800,000 to the city of Alameda for the community assessment response and engagement team. 1,500,000 to the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank for West Valley Food Pantry Community Center Edition. 600,000 to the Karsh Family Service Center capital projects. And yeah, actually, let's just stop there on page 21, and that would be, I guess, number 4 to be allocated by the State Department and Development Services as follows. So all right, we're going to stop there. So once again, thank you for joining. I believe this recording will be available. So what's this? 6/9. So yeah, so it should be. I'm gonna try to post it actually before our show on 2 p.m. So if you do have a chance, check this out. The budget. It's only about a half an hour, so tune in, take notes, and move accordingly. If this affects you or in your city or county, or you might be involved with one of these organizations, or you might know one of these organizations, or you might want to subcontract with one of these organizations, please reach out to them and reach out to your city or county and some of these organizations that are getting some of this money. All right. And so once again, this is AB 106, the budget bill for 2023, 2024. And I think that's about it, family. As always, please go to our Amazon or affiliate link and support us there. It will also be down in the description. And if you have yet to read or listen to the read, the 1866 Reconstruction Treaties between the United States and the Oklahoma tribes, we're actually haven't read yet the treaty in itself, but eventually we're going to get to that, the actual treaty read. But right now we're just, bringing some context to the treaty and how it came about. All right. If you are in California, find your rep. Sponsored by cjet-official.org. All right. Don't forget to go to our merch store at etmediagroupstore.com. That's etmediagroupstore.com. Check out reparationsnowdoc.com. And also the Reparations Now documentary available on Tubi. On that note, everyone, have a good one, and we will see you on the next round. Peace and reparations.